Hey everyone, good morning and good evening to you. I am back with another live, and today I want to talk about a very taboo topic. I want to talk about money. Money is an important subject to talk about because we don't talk about it enough, especially in the entrepreneurship world. Money, to me, in my opinion, all it is just options. It gives you options, and that's all it is. Like there's no need to place so much emotions into money, and everyone's always talking about, it's like, oh, I need to fix my relationship with money and all of those different kinds of crazy things. But the reality is, when you place so much emphasis on something, on one side or the other, you have one side of people who are like, they think that money is king, everything is about money, they feel like they always need more money. And guess what? If you stay in that energy, you're always going to think money is bigger than you. You're going to feel like your ideas are not good enough because you don't want to charge a certain amount of rent. Like you're almost, um, what's the word I was going to call? You're almost worshiping money. Like it's everything to you, and you'll do anything you can to get it. And on the other side is, then you have people who don't want to even talk about it. It's like, I don't want to talk about it. You know, as long as I'm continuing to meditate and I'm doing what I love, then all the money's just going to come my way. And then they just feel good that way and they don't take any action. Right. So you have the crazy action takers who worship money. It's like, I'm going to do everything I can. I'm going to make it happen. And then on the flip side, you have people like, it's fine. I don't need it. I'm just going to meditate on it and things are just going to come my way. Both those people, money doesn't ever come to them because one person worships it and the other person wants to ignore it like it doesn't exist. So, what do you actually do? Um, because my clients talk a lot about it, so I had to start to dissect my own connection with money. It's like, when was I? When was I in a bad situation with money? I don't want to call it a relationship because, again, like, you can't really have a relationship with something that doesn't have emotions or opinions. Like, I could have relationships with you guys, I could have relationship with people, but I can't really have relationship with a pen. You know what I mean? And that's how I see money. It's a pen. It's a tool that I could use to write with. And if I lose let's talk about the analogy of this pen then, since we're talking about this. Like, if I were to lose this pen, then I would think to myself, oh, you know what? I need to go to a store and buy another pen. And that's what money is, right? Like, you use it to pay for things, you use it to go on vacation, you use it to put it back into your business, you use it for different things. And when you don't have it, you go out and get more. That's it. It's simple. It doesn't need to get more complicated. So I want to say hello to some people before I get into what I do and what has really helped myself, and it has helped my boyfriend out. And it's just a simple appreciation thing that we do. But I want to say hello to a couple of people before I go into details about that. Hello, Christy. Nice to see you. I'm going to give you a little wave. Hello, Jesse Malthouse. I'm going to give you a little wave as well. Hello, Evan Carmichael in the house. I'll give you a little wave. Jesse is saying, hey, hey, awesome, good. Jesse, uh, if you want to, you can. Here's another thing too, you guys. If you want to join me live and ask me any question at all, or if you have a message to share, please request to be live, okay? Whether maybe you did mean to, Jesse, maybe you did, maybe it was a little subconscious thing that you did. Maybe you do want to join me live. All right. So Christy is saying, whenever I have done anything led by my heart, everything comes and is provided. When it's money focused, it's she hasn't finished her sentence yet. So using the analogy of a pen. Actually, I'm not going to use the analogy of a pen anymore. I think I'm done with that. What I have been doing recently, give you guys a little bit of context about me. I grew up extremely poor, so money was a big thing for me. Money to me represented freedom. Like, it represented that I was able to get out of the hood. I was able to go out there and actually start affording things. And I attach a lot of emotions towards money because I thought that it would bring me freedom. I thought that it would bring me validation. I thought it would bring me approval from others. I thought it would would make me feel better about myself. My self-worth would go up. And the more money I got, I realized like things didn't get worse for me either. Like it's not like, oh my God, my life is so bad because I have more money. But I realized that things didn't change. I was still the same person. I didn't have more freedom in my life. Yes, I had more choices, but I did not have more freedom. So, and then I started my business. And then when starting a business, all the entrepreneurs out there, in the beginning, there's not much coming in, not much coming in at all. And I just kept on focusing on the things that are not coming in. I'm like, oh my God, money's not coming in. I have to pay for this thing. I have to pay for that thing. Oh my God, what if like the roof falls apart? What if this? And guess what? Guess what? What you focus on grows. So I was focusing on all the things that could go bad. And it started off like my roof did fall apart. I had asbestos in my kitchen that I didn't know about. My fireplace needed some fixing. Everything started falling apart, and I'm like, "Oh my God, why is everything freaking falling apart in my life?" And more things fell apart, and it was just like a money pit. And then I ended up selling the house. So now what I do is something very different. I appreciate all the money that's coming in, right? Big or small. Right? You can't say that I can't appreciate a dollar coming in, but I can appreciate $1 million coming in. The universe doesn't know a difference. You're putting out a certain energy about you. So anytime some money comes in, a client comes in, I'm like, cool, I really appreciate this. This is going to be good. And, I have to pay for rent or I have to pay for whatever, coffee, food, or whatever it is. Money goes out. Okay, cool. Money goes out. I don't actually place anything on it. I appreciate everything that's coming my way. And again, like going with the principle of like, I've heard this so many times over the last couple of days is what you appreciate appreciates. And today we're talking about money. So anything that's coming your way, like physically, like actual money coming in, appreciate it. That's it. Appreciate it and watch it grow. It's putting yourself in a state of appreciation versus lack and scarcity because you carry a certain energy to you when you are coming from a place of lack and scarcity. You just do. Like if you're running a business and you're in destitute and you start to do things out of desperation. And let me just tell you something. You are never ever desperate, even if you feel like it. That desperation energy will really, really come across, even when you don't try to. So that's what I got, guys. I am going to go over to YouTube and see what everybody's up to over there. And Christy is saying an awesome comment. She is saying, lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay, so we got Liz in the house. Nice to see you. We got Ronaldo. Nice to see you as well. Ronaldo say, oh, this is a multicast. Yes. So right now I'm talking to Instagram and I'm talking to YouTube at the same time. It's a test. I'll see how it goes. I might do them separately, depending on what the feedback is from everybody. So if you guys have any questions or comments, please write it in. Please write in the chat. I would love to find out. I would love to find out from you guys too. What is your relationship with money? Right? Again, I use that word relationship really lightly because I don't think you can have a relationship with something that doesn't have any feelings or emotions or energy. I don't, but I want to find that out because I think a lot of people use that term to describe it. And what are certain things that you've been doing to help your situation? Okay, so Christy is saying, whenever I have done anything led by my heart, everything comes and is provided, and the money. When money is the focus, it's yes, I got it. I got it. When all you do is focus on the money, um, nothing really happens. I'm assuming that's what you're saying. And guys, this is a subject that I avoided talking about for the longest time because I think it makes people really squeamish because it brings up all sorts of negative conditioning from childhood, right? Because it's just, I'm like, well, my mother wasn't very good with money. And blah blah blah, and then this is what happened, and now I'm not good with money. Like, going back into the past too. Like, can we forgive and accept everything that happened in the past? Can we do that? Right? Whether if it's money related or relationship driven or anything like that, can we accept everything that has happened in the past because you can't change it? There's nothing we can do about it, and accept it fully. Can we do that? Can we forgive ourselves for it? The first person that you need to forgive is yourself. That's it. I've heard this said before that the only person you need to forgive is yourself. Because once you forgive yourself and you truly are accepting of everything that you've done, you naturally will forgive other people in your life. You are not going to hold things against people. Okay, let's say. All right, so we got Ronaldo. Okay, nice. What else? I think our friends are just a little bit shy right here on YouTube. You guys are sure more chatty over there on Instagram, which I love. Okay, I love it when you guys are chatty in both ways. Okay, so Christy is saying more has people are deceiving and use money as a limitation tactic. Um, I'm not 100% sure what you mean by that, but can you please clarify a little bit? I think I could take it. Like, I think I have a perspective on what you're saying. Um, I feel like, okay, okay. So maybe you're talking about that certain people use deception as a way to make more money. Is that what we're talking about here? So please write in the chat as well. And you know what? It's because people put so much energy and emphasis and value on money that it becomes like the only thing, and you feel like you need to do all of these different things and tactics to get there. In reality, is provide a real value, like actual real value to the world, and watch your money grow. And it just happens that way. Like, it's all comes from a place of appreciation. Appreciate yourself, that everything actually comes from you. Okay, all right. So we got Christy, for example, this awesome product. Okay, good. Okay, let me see this. For example, I have this awesome product and it's yours for free, but for you to really do well, you will have to pay. Okay, I love this. I love this. I love this. I love this. I love this so much, Christy. Okay, so I want to talk about this, and I'm going to invite the YouTube folks in this conversation as well. Okay, so Christy over there, over on Instagram, is saying that she has this awesome product that could work really well for a person who needs it, right? But you will have to pay X, Y, and Z. So there's a dollar amount attached to it. And I've done these. I have had done these a lot in the past couple of days. So I don't even know exactly. I think you're talking to people about this product. Money is also a form of commitment. It just is. People will value the thing you're doing. Like, for example, I'm going to use my coaching, right? I have a list of ongoing clients that, awesome, I'm going to bring you into, Christy. I have these group of awesome ongoing clients that have a certain investment in their own growth, right? The energy of that's different. When you put money down on something, means that you are fully committed. Because I have been in situations before, and you guys have been in situations before too, is that some people would have said, oh, I'm so committed. I'm so committed. I'll show up. I'll do everything. I am so in this. I'm 100% behind this product. I'm 100% behind this service, so on and so forth. And then you're like, yeah, it's going to cost X amount of money. And then they're like, oh, I didn't know it's going to cost something. Right? So how committed are you? You're only committed because it's free, right? So there you go. It's a form of commitment. It's not a form of commitment to the person. Because I even look at it this way too. I was having a conversation with this client yesterday, and she was talking about her business. Like, even in my services, I don't think anybody looks at it, it's like, "Oh, Lily needs some money, so I'm just gonna pay her $100 for a coaching session." I don't think people are looking at it that way. People who have paid me so far don't look at it that way. They look at it as like it's $100 investing in their own growth because they see the value in it, right? So when people not only commit to the thing that you are selling or you are offering, but they also commit in their own growth, you are naturally going to do more things because you had invested X amount of money in it. Always, right? Okay, so Liz J over here said, can you do a video on embarrassment and ruining a first impression? Okay, sure. You know what? I was actually planning on making videos today for YouTube. So that is an awesome topic. So I am going to do that. So a video on embarrassment and ruining the first impression. Here, let me upgrade a little bit about that question too. Even the I'm about, watching the words that you use and just being aware, like not to the point that's so freaking strategic that you're like not being yourself or anything like that. But look at the line of questioning that you have there, Liz. I love it. Can you do a video on embarrassment? So you're focusing on embarrassment and ruining a first impression. You already assume that you are going to be embarrassed and you're going to be ruining your first impression. How about you do a little upgrade in your words and you start to say, how can I show up as my best self? Hmm? Right? How can I be the manager of first impressions? I don't know, something really fun like that. Like that alone I will make a video about it. I'm going to actually talk about different things. And, but yeah, try that on for a second. Like, why don't you do a little upgrade in your language? Right? Even that. Right? I know she's thinking it's funny. It's true. So always, when you ask yourself questions, right, be cognizant. I know I'm like going on a different tangent now. Ask yourself when you're asking like something like this, can you do a video on embarrassment? That implies that you get embarrassed and you feel like you're ruining your first impression. And why don't you change that up? Like, I'm not the kind of person that gets embarrassed. I'm not the kind of person that's going to ruin first impression. And whatever you focus on grows, right? If you focus on being embarrassed and ruining your first impression, then it's going to happen. But if you're like, you know what, how can I make this the best day ever? Versus like, oh, how do I avoid bad things from happening? And bad things will happen to you. It's the funniest thing. So tell me a little bit more about your first impression that you ruined recently. Tell me. All right. While Liz is doing that, I'm going to bring Christy in the house. I'm going to put on my headphones because it is going to echo like mad. If I don't. Alrighty, Christy, I am going to bring you on board. Okay. Let's see. I don't know how I'm going to do this on YouTube as well. Sorry, YouTubers. You know what? I'm feeling more and more that I should do these cast separately to focus on you guys more. Okay, cool. Christy, I'm going to bring you in. Hopefully she's there. I am bringing you in, Christy. Come on in. While I'm waiting for Liz to talk about her first mention. Hello, Christy. So nice to see you. How are you? Nice. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. And how does that feel when you actually go and do it, regardless of how you're feeling? Mhm. Amazing. Amazing. Huh. I know. Amazing. I love it. I love it. So you're doing your live on your Instagram and you're doing a live on a different page? Or are they both Instagram? Two different Instagram. And what time? Do you have a time that you do it at? Okay. Yeah. Mhm. 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 Yeah. Mm. I love it. Really? Was your voice gone? Like, like not literally gone, or metaphorically, or literally? Mm. Mhm. 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 Yeah. Swipe right. I know, you know. Yeah, and it's going to happen. I think there's like different stages that we go through in life in terms of this. Like the first stage is we're very much concerned about the approval of others. Like we want to do everything that makes everybody happy. Because I'm like that too. Like I love pleasing people because I love like I just love seeing people happy. So I'm like I used to be in a situation. I'm like I just want to get approval from people, even though I wouldn't use those words. I would just think of it as like I just want to make people happy, and then that gets really tiring. And then you enter the second phase and you're like, I don't give a fuck about anybody and what they think. And then you could still see, I see that with a lot of people because I do follow certain people on Instagram. Like, I don't give a fuck about what people think. But you know, in deep down inside, you know they do care. Like they care, and but they're just fed up. And then it's like it's a phase that you kind of go through. You're like, I don't care. This is me. But you're like inside, you're like, I still care. I still care about people. And then the third phase is that you like care about people, but you also don't care about what they have to say. And that's a beautiful stage to be in. That you're just doing it because you want to, because you just want to contribute, and you care about people so much, and you love people so much, but you still don't care about what they have to say. So there's different phases that we go through. Mhm. Yeah, always. Mhm. 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 Yeah. I love it. I love it. All right. Well, thank you so much, Christy. I'm going to be back here again. I want to pay some attention to our lovely YouTube people over here. I'm probably going to do them separately. I think it's too much for me to focus on. So I probably will do Instagram and then YouTube, so I could really be present for both. All right. Well, thank you so much, Christy. I appreciate you. All right. Take care. Bye. And hello to Don James, and hello to Tracy Folda. Nice to see you. So Tracy Folda is saying that no matter how hard, I still care, not as much as I do. Care about what? You care about people, or you care about what they have to say? Because you can still care about people. You can still care about them. I care so much about people. Basically, one of my driving forces in life is to contribute as much as I can. And it comes from a place of love. It comes from a place of connection. It comes from a place of just, I'm going to say love again because it is. So you can still care deeply about people, and you could still have a lot of love for them, but not care so much about what they have to say. So I would like to get some clarity on that, because there's nothing wrong with caring about people. Nothing wrong at all. It's actually amazing to care about people. Okay, so I'm gonna start reading. I'm gonna do this separately, guys, tomorrow, because I'm realizing more and more that it's I want to pay attention to both of you and be present for both platforms. Okay, so Liz, we asked Liz over here on YouTube, because she was asking me if I could make a video about embarrassment and how not to ruin a first impression. So I asked Liz to talk more about her experience. So I'm gonna read that out loud now. So she's like, I hadn't seen a person for a long time. And when I saw them, I was not myself. And I feel like I ruined my relationship with the person, and they will never see me the same way again. I was quiet. I was quiet and to myself, and not as expressive and happy as usual, as I usually can be with others. The person does not talk to me the same way anymore. I saw them today, and this happened on Friday. I care about people too. Okay, so Liz, this is what I always do. Can you love that part of you that feels embarrassed? Can you love that part of you that felt like you weren't being yourself? Can you just love it? Can you fully accept that person? Right? So asking yourself the same question, because I've done that too. Like, I have been in so many situations that I have walked away, that I feel like, oh man, I totally did not represent myself accurately and authentically. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. And and you know what? We are so worried about what people think. Like, we don't actually say the thing that we're feeling. We say the thing that people feel, that we feel like people want to hear. And it comes across weird, because that's not who we are. So this person doesn't talk to you the same way anymore. Like, how about you actually just lead with that? Just say, I wasn't being myself the other day, and I feel like I have ruined my relationship with you. I feel like you don't talk to me the same way anymore. I care about you, whatever you want to say to that person, depending on how you feel, and go from there. Because right now, Liz, you are making up a story in your head, right? So ask the person the question and see where it goes. There you go. Okay. All right. So Tracy is saying, I care about people a lot, but I care what they think and stop myself from saying or doing things. Okay. So that is very different, right? So it's both. And I think, we all go through different phases in life. If you guys have been following my Unlocking Lily journey, I don't make Unlocking Lily episodes on Evan's channel anymore, but I used to. And this is probably around 6 months ago, and you guys saw me. I made this video, and I was wearing a cat suit, and probably for like 3 days straight, I swore a lot on YouTube and on Instagram. Just like the amount of fucks that flew out of my mouth was like insane. And I still, like, it's part of me. Like, I don't. I don't watch my language, whatever. If I swear, I swear. But it's not like every other word is a swear word. I don't do that anymore. And I think what it was I was going through different phases in my life. The first phase was what I talked about with Christy about is like I cared so much about what people thought about me. I just did. I wanted to make people happy. And I think a lot of us are naturally that way because think about the way our childhood is. We want approval from our parents. We want to do well. We want approval from our teachers. We want to do well. And everything becomes about us carrying out someone else's plan. And we don't know any better. And we always want to do good for other people because we care. Like I feel like naturally human beings care about each other. And then it gets to a point that you become so tired. You're like, all I do is care about what people think. And I have to start living my life. And then you enter this next phase, and which is what I went through. It's like I put on like this freaking cat suit from a freaking sex shop. Like I don't even express myself that way. That doesn't feel that authentic. But it was almost like me releasing a lot of the old stories I had that I feel like I need to have. I need to get approval from other people. So I became this person, like this hypersexual, hyper swearing person, which is also really not me. It's part of who I am, but it's not me either. As like, I don't give a fuck about what people think. But deep down inside, I still cared about what people think because I wouldn't be putting on this friggin' giant performance if I didn't. And the third phase is which is a phase that I have entered to recently because I've done so many things to really be in alignment with what I believe in and who I am. And the third phase is that you love people. Like Michael Gervais is one of the people I follow. I love him. He's a sports psychologist. If you don't know who he is, look him up. He's amazing. He's a high performance coach, and I'll be doing a lot of work with his team in the new year. So I'm excited about that. And he talks about he says get to a point in your life that you have so much confidence that you look at someone, it's like I love you, and I also don't give a shit about what you think about me. That is an amazing place to be because that's a place that I feel like I am in. I love people. I really, really do. But I also don't give a shit about what you have to say about me. So really, such a balancing act, and you are now doing things because you just want to, because you can't help yourself. You want to. Like I'm doing these lives because I want to. I can't help myself. I feel like there's something in me that I just want to connect. I want to connect. I want to engage. I want to see what's going on with your lives. I want to help. I want to offer value. Like this is what I want to do. I can't help it. But it's not coming from a weird place. It's not like I don't give a fuck about what you think, well, or like I don't give a shit about anybody, or I'm like that's all I care about. It's like it's kind of well, it's awesome. So, but I also believe that we have to go through those three phases. I just do, because the more I'm working with different people, and the more I'm becoming experienced in my coaching, I feel like I can't take the pain away from people like as much as I want to. I can't take away the rock bottoms from people. I think people need to go through some stuff because again, it becomes about not when I try to take away certain things from people because it just comes from a place of love. I'm like, how could I make this pain go away? How can I prevent someone from hitting rock bottom? How can I like get someone from phase one of caring too much about what people think to like loving and still caring but not caring without actually going through the second phase? Like we have to go through different phases in our life. Now, how much time we spent on each phase is a different story. You don't have to spend 5 years on each phase. You could spend maybe a couple of days or a month, whatever. You can limit the time, but we still have to go through different phases, I believe. And I've learned that a lot. It's one of the things that experience helps you. It's like same thing as, telling someone to do something versus getting them out there and actually doing it and experiencing it for themselves and really answering those questions for themselves. So I went on this lovely tangent about different things. Yeah, you have to go through the phases, Tracy, and for everybody. And you're probably going through the second or third phase right now, right? And it feels different. It feels like massive growth, and like you don't think it feels like massive growth. It feels like this is uncomfortable. I'm in uncharted territory. It's because you're growing. and it's uncomfortable. Anyways, guys, I am going to take off. You guys are amazing. I can't believe I've been here I've been here for 42 minutes. It's crazy. Okay, so guys, have an amazing day. I love you all. I care about you guys so, so much. And if there's anything, just send something to me directly. I would love to read it. And tomorrow, when I return, YouTube people and Instagram people, I'm probably going to start on Instagram and at 6, and I'm probably going to go to like 6:15, and then, or maybe I'll do half an hour on each. Who knows? Maybe I'll do both. So for now, let's do this, okay? So I'm going to show up on Instagram at 6 o'clock p.m. your time, Eastern Standard Time, 6 a.m. my time. I'm going to stay for probably anywhere between 15 to 30 minutes. See how many people show up. And on YouTube, I'm going to show up at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for you guys. Okay, so that way I could be present at one platform at a time, because this is too much, and I don't want anyone to feel left out. Have an amazing day. I see you guys. Okay, take care. And you, my friends on YouTube, I will see you soon, tomorrow too, but it'll be at 6:30 for you guys. And let me turn this off. Thank you. Take care.